Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sun. I have a cat named Venus, the adventure cat. She's somewhere around here, and we live in our 1992 road trek camper van part-time as of right now, but here are my plans for the new year in 2026. I plan on taking a trip to the Great Smoky Mountains on my birthday to start off the whole full-time van life. My birthday is at the beginning of February and I am still excited. There's some things that I need to work around before we get to the big move. I don't have everything planned out as of right now. No, we are not full-time yet. One of the reasons is because of having a certain amount of savings. I am very close to my goal of my savings goal, but I need a little bit more to feel a little bit more comfortable actually moving out full-time. And another one is Venus's comfort. Now, Venus's comfort is my top priority. I want to get a new power bank that can charge a lot of things. I don't have that equipment as of right now, but within the next month I will have it. Also, right now we're still learning what works for us. I've done van life before. I've known things that has worked and hasn't worked for me. The whole standing up in a van, I didn't realize that was important until the first time I did van life. That is a major thing for me. I need to be able to stand up in a van. I was going crazy not being able to put on my pants. Not being able to stand up to put on my pants in a van. Not ideal. Also, back to Venus. She is new to van life, but she's also new to life. She's 7 months old. To make a long story short, I saved her from a pit bull attack, and she's been with me since she's been 3 weeks old. Fun fact, I got this van the same week I found her. Literally 3 days before I found her. Which is kind of cool because she would have never been in my life if my other van didn't break down, which is why I had to come back and move with my aunt. So that I could take some time to save up for the van that I have now. I found Venus and I wouldn't have it any other way. I'll get into that story maybe another time, but I don't want to get into that right now because the video is about what the plans are for the future. So let's get into that. So here's my vision for 2026. Let's talk about it. One big thing I plan on doing for the new year is moving to the West Coast this year. I am on the East Coast. I live in North Carolina. I live in the most country part of North Carolina you can think of. We don't even have trash trucks that come out here, and yeah, it's very country. My family is very country. I want to travel to Florida. I don't want to stay there because, again, Venus's comfort. And then after that, I want to go to Texas. Their rodeos are like top tier. Now, I live in a country. I do go to rodeos. My dad owns a rodeo bar, and I love rodeos. I love line dancing, and I see videos all the time about Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas. Their rodeos are huge. Like, I want to go to a rodeo in Texas. So that is on my bucket list to go to. I want to visit at least 5 national parks this year. That's what I'm going for. Those are the top places I want to go to this year. How I imagine my days. I imagine my days filled with joy. I don't know if I'm in dreamland right now, but I imagine my days in van life, full-time van life, joyful, relaxing, the wind blowing like it is now. I imagine my days like how it is whenever I'm doing it part-time. I honestly drive up to the mountains a lot, specifically the Smoky Mountains region. My favorite mountain to go to, the Smoky Mountains. They're so beautiful. The first time I went, I cried. I know, pathetic, but but yeah, I imagine life as relaxing, calm. I'm very calm natured. A lot of people say I'm very soothing to be around. That felt uncomfortable with me to say. What I want van life to give me emotionally, I want van life to give me freedom. That is the biggest word. I have a freedom tattoo here. It is very jagged. I still haven't got it fixed. I had it since I was like at the earliest I could get a tattoo, honestly. Yeah, freedom. Freedom is what I want. I desire freedom most in life, more than anything. freedom and peace and joy. That's the three things I want: freedom, peace, and joy. That's why I feel like I am drawn to this life. Happiest day of my life was doing van life. So, and now I'm going back to that, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I don't see myself living life any other way than van life. I view this lifestyle as very freeing, very peaceful, and it makes me very, very happy. So that is what van life makes me feel like. My non-negotiables for 2026 is Venus. That is a non-negotiable. Her comfort level, her safety and her comfort level is a non-negotiable at any point in time. I am new to this mom thing, but I care for her so deeply, and I didn't think I could care for something so intensely that wasn't a human being, honestly. She is my first cat, and I am her mom. She's my daughter. She's my Venus. She's my love. She's my life. Another non-negotiable is not rushing into things. This is why I'm not moving into van life tomorrow, the beginning of the year. My goal was to move into my van New Year's. That was my goal of the New Year's of 2026. That has always been my goal for the past year and a half. By 2026, move into the van. January, no exceptions. But now I have Venus. I have to take a step back, not rush into things, and make sure I have the proper things I need before I move into van life. That's a non-negotiable. I'm not rushing into things like I did the first time. I learned my lesson. I had a beautiful time, but there are some days that I didn't need to have because I rushed into van life the first time, and I'm not willing to do that again, especially with Venus. That includes YouTube. I did not want to rush the whole YouTube thing. I wanted to slowly, gradually come back to YouTube, which is why I didn't film for this whole summer pretty much, because I wanted to focus on Venus's comfort. I wanted to focus on, if I really wanted to do YouTube again, I just wanted to put myself out there, my art out there, and put my dream out there. This is a way for me to do that. This is like a YouTube diary for me that is on full display. I didn't want to rush into this. I did a couple videos, and then maybe a month later I did another video. I think now I'm trying to get the hang of it. I do have plans for a video every Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you already haven't. Yeah, YouTube every Wednesday for this year. Don't quote me on that, but that is the goal. Another non-negotiable for me, I'm losing lighting. Another non-negotiable for me this year is not choosing the most popular spots. There are places that I want to go to that probably aren't popular that I'm still going to record because this is my YouTube, this is my life, and these are the places I like to go. And I would never try to change who I am because of views. Never. So that's a non-negotiable that I have for 2026. Another non-negotiable for 2026 is keeping my income flexible. I don't want to hustle 24/7. That's not my goal at all. That defeats the whole purpose of this lifestyle. Now, when I did van life the first time, I was working full-time at a warehouse, and that was not comfortable for me. I would have to edit my videos, go back to work for 12 hours a day, get really no rest because it was hot. And I get off work like late at night, well, early in the morning. I would get off at like 5 o'clock in the morning, right? And I will have to wake up by 11 because it's so hot in the van. I try to put on my pants. I can't because I can't stand up. It was too much. So definitely not going to be working as much. And sometimes I would put in overtime. I'm not working 12-hour shifts. I can't work 12-hour shifts because I have Venus now, especially. So that gives me a reason not to hustle as much because I don't need the extra money. Okay, what I'm still figuring out as of right now, I need a power source that runs. Okay, the one I'm looking at right now is a Jackery 500 Plus. It comes with, I think, 2 solar panels, Jackery 5000 with 2 extra batteries. I do plan on getting that. That is because it comes with a built-in inverter. I don't want a permanent power source that is built in the van for many reasons, because this van is old. That's a good reason. Another reason is because I don't plan on living in this van for more than 5 years, honestly, just because it's that old. This is a starter van for right now. It was pretty cheap to get, and the maintenance is not that expensive on this van. Honestly, I was shocked at how cheap maintenance has been on this van. The only hard part about this is finding someone to fix it. That's really the issue. And since I live in the country, I think it's easier to find people to work on older vehicles in the country than it is in like a city. So that's a good thing. There's a lot of older mechanics that still work on vans like this and are actually very excited to work on vans like this. This van is like 34 years old, and I needed my entire fuel pump replaced. And he was very excited to do it, and he was also excited to find out that the fuel pump that I need to replace was the original fuel pump that came with the van, and I just had my fuel pump replaced maybe about 2 weeks ago. So that was a cool thing to know. Another thing that I'm figuring out is a set schedule. I come back here and then I travel, but as of right now I don't have a set schedule, but I do want some type of structure in my life also, and I do want to figure out places and events that I can park at for free if need be. This is not a van where you can just stealth camp at all. It's not very stealthy at all. Why am I still choosing this life? Again, I already touched on this, but my happiest days were during the time I lived in my van. The first time I did van life. Lived in a van for about 2 years, and then I started doing YouTube the last, I want to say like 5 months of my journey before everything went chaotic and my van broke down on me, and I had to come back down to move in with my aunt and everything like that, and it sucked, but I just kept holding on to that feeling of my happiest days in van life, and that feeling was so freeing. I didn't have anyone to tend to. I just felt like I was just existing. I didn't have to have a purpose. That was my purpose: existing, being, exploring God's creation. And I just felt like a little kid. Like, I felt like I didn't need to do anything. I wanted to do these things, and so I did. And that's the best feeling in the world to me, honestly. Another thing that I am choosing this lifetime, I'm choosing van life for, is not having the normal lifestyle, because that lifestyle would make me feel stuck. And I know that sounds crazy to some people, but the people that get it will definitely get it. That lifestyle makes me feel stuck. That lifestyle makes me feel like I'm a NPC. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm just not real. This lifestyle comes with a little bit more risk, not gonna lie. It's a little risky, but I feel more free, so I feel more alive. So that's why I chose this lifestyle. Definitely trust myself more now, especially now that I'm a mother. I definitely trust myself to take things slower, to not rush into things. I'm not just taking myself into consideration, I'm taking Venus. Obviously, if I didn't have Venus, I would be on the road. I probably would have been on the road as soon as I got the van fixed up. But I want to take extra steps because Venus is with me, and I want her to be comfortable. She's back there in her favorite spot, which is on that side of the pillow. She likes that side. I don't know why, but she gets buried up in there. It's pretty warm in the van. It's 70 degrees in the van right now, or around 70 degrees in the van right now, because I have my heater and it feels very good. those are my plans for 2026 and why I chose them. I hope you all enjoyed this video and got a little insight on who I am and why I'm doing this. Thank you all for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.